Rocco, Rocco, Rocco. Seems that you've been kicked out of the lion's den, old pussycat. Okay, so for people who don't know what's going on, Rocco has accused GP and JC of being rogue mods and contacting a certain person on here that he doesn't even know. And this just proves my point. It proves my point that Rocco hasn't changed. He hasn't changed one bit. He's the same Rocco that he has always been. He don't give a fuck about anybody. The only person he gives about is himself. He wants to be this leader. He gets these people on his panels to be his meat shield. And I've been calling it since he's been back. Well, I've been calling it since 2022. Rocco's not a good person. He cares about nobody but himself. And when somebody comes along that he thinks will benefit him more than the people that are around him, he'll throw them to the wolves like he did. So this live I'm about to show you, I had it uploaded earlier, but for some reason people were having a problem watching the whole thing. This live was on Jacob Waters' channel last night. You guys can go watch the full live on his Kick channel. I believe he said it's up there. And this is GP up on panel. GP comes up and apologizes, and she gives her side of the story. So here we go.
Cool on that earlier today. Wow, that was really cool. Because he's got a 24/7 stream that runs as well. They just chuck that on and just like stare at that.
What up, GP?
Hey.
Hey, Google.
Hey, GK.
People,
like I said in the chat, I'm done with Dylan. I'm not the only one that's done with Dylan. Me and Joseph both are done with the drama. We both tried to step back so we could breathe, clear our heads, and move on. But with my mental health issues and my medical health issues, it's has severely triggered my anxiety, my PTSD, my manic depression, and I've got other things that I need to deal with in my life, and I don't want the drama anymore. So Dylan has now officially considered me and JC two-faced, because he said that when everything started getting rough, we decided to abandon him, and we didn't. We just needed to step back, take a breath, clear our heads, and then go on. But with Dylan, it was either his way or the highway. And so, I tried to look out for him. I tried to look out for JC, and me and JC has been talking, through video calls, telephone calls, text messages, messenger messages, and we have become very good friends. And JC is autistic, and I have some mental health issues that I had been able to control, but with being on Dylan's panels this past month has messed my routine up so bad that I've had severe anxiety attacks. I've had bouts with my manic depression.
Can I stop you for a second? Can I stop you for a second? All right. It's not being on Rocco's panels, and this is why me and Gonzo
all the drama.
Exactly. And this is what me and Gonzo and Herman and everybody tried to give you a heads up about. It's when you insert yourself into the drama, and you know what I mean, and you want to pick other people's fights and stuff like that.
Right.
I would gear away from that. But yeah, I assume there's going to be some people that are looking for apologies. I just know that, yeah, gearing away from the drama is easier for anybody. There's no reason.
Can I ask about one thing? It's like you started messaging me and going on about how you wanted me to stop saying things about JC. I don't think I ever have.
Well, we had gotten, and DK, I'm sorry, for what I've said to you about it, but Dylan had sent us text messages stating that you was up on Discord talking about Dylan and autism isn't a thing for you. And
No,
Wait, hold on, stop.
Good,
Come
good.
on.
That's
Come on.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
Hold on a
saying.
second, DK,
Excuse me
DK,
as something
stop for a second.
that
DK,
Dylan
stop for a
said,
second. DK,
and then
DK,
just
stop for a
attacked
second.
me for it.
DK, I'm gonna mute you for a second. Listen to me for a second. Stop for a second. I want to ask GP something. You said Dylan got pictures from Discord. Dylan doesn't have Discord, does he?
I know.
And he's not on mine.
Who sent him pictures?
Don't know. We do not know. He
It's
would
not
not
on
send a
Discord.
screenshot.
Some of these things need to be checked into because
Hey,
not
Giggle,
all of it
you're
checks
on my
out. I know
Discord.
Dylan doesn't know everything about Discord because he's
serious.
not in Discord.
And I serious. Giggle, you're on my Discord, aren't you?
I know,
Right.
but
So why
I
don't you
have-
fall for it?
I have like literally stepped away from social media and everything.
I know. I was just blown away that suddenly you were accusing me of shit. I'm like, what the hell?
And
Yeah,
I
but
was
you never
listening to
explained-
Dylan.
You never explained it to me till now. That's why I had to ask you. So it's like, where's this coming from? I've never said anything like that at all. What are you on about?
Right.
And you never
Well,
actually really responded.
I had looked up this anime that supposedly came into his chat room and was talking to him and inviting him to her house and all that. And
GP,
I don't even touch
stop for a
anime.
second.
Like, what the
Stop for a
hell?
second. Stop for a second. What did I tell you? Day one of meeting anime. What was the hint
be
I gave you
careful.
about NASA? What was the hint I gave you about NASA? I know you guys heard this hint. I gave it to Rocco. I gave it to you.
No,
Never a straight answer.
never a straight answer. Okay.
I'm not a
Yeah.
space agency.
But what led me to the point of where I stepped away from Dylan, me and JC, was the fact that there were screenshots sent to me from somebody called Izzy Hamlin.
Just some random
stating-
screen name. Well, hold on. Some random screen name on a YouTube chat.
on Dylan's chat,
Okay.
stating that me and JC was contacting this anime who worked at NASA. Never a straight answer is right. That we was contacting her behind Dylan's back.
I can tell you my 3 YouTube channels if you want to know them. I don't give a shit.
And that's when he started going off on me and JC. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. I have not contacted her but one time. And that was when you asked me to, if you do not remember correctly. And that was the last time I contacted her. Because she came into my chat room and was talking to you on the chat. And
then after that, I was like, fuck it. You guys want to play this game? Let's roll with it. All right. GP, you're
Well-
staying in. I said, GP, you're staying in Herman's backyard for the fight. And
Right.
Rocco can go stay with anime because nobody was listening to me. So it's like, all right, you guys want to roll with it? Let's roll with it.
well,
Fuck it.
after that whole thing with Izzy Hamlin,
Acting type
he
shit.
would not even give me a straight answer about Izzy Hamlin, who this idiot was.
Yeah, but
And
this was
I don't
part of
believe
what I was
everything.
saying.
I
I
don't.
said, you know what? and I was talking to JC. I said, you know what? I'm done. I have to step back.
But this
I
whole
said,
bit that you're
I'm gonna
saying
have to
right now,
step
this
back,
started from you
take a
messaging,
breath,
messaging
clear my
me,
head.
saying that Dylan had sent you screenshots.
I'm
or something.
done.
No, but
He
this
sent
started
me
from you saying Dylan
screenshots
had
of
sent you.
shit that I supposedly said.
Where did he send you screenshots from? You're saying Discord. Which
He
channel?
was sending them to me from his YouTube channel.
And what were they saying? Like, what am I supposed to have said about JC? That's what I mean. You haven't told me anything yet.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, Gonzo said Zanny vouched for them. It was another chick. That's funny.
That
And
makes perfect sense.
by the way, Jacob, I want to clarify that T-Mobile Arena is actually in Las Vegas, not California. Just want to clarify.
In case
Yeah.
anybody didn't know.
Yeah. It's in Vegas. I've actually seen the arena before when I was in Vegas last, so I've seen it. It's a real arena. But
Not
anyway,
in California though.
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not California. It's a totally different state. It's the state of Nevada, Nevada. However you say it, doesn't really
It's
matter.
it's not a crazy far drive. I made it to I left California, made it to the Hoover Dam, and then
Yeah.
to what have we made to the Grand Canyon by nighttime, I think.
Okay. Yeah. The Grand. Is
Or
the
no,
Grand
did we
Canyon,
stop? I can't tell if I don't remember if we stopped somewhere else.
I think the Grand
Trying to
Canyon is in
remember.
Arizona. Isn't the Grand Canyon in Arizona?
Yeah, we were flying. We weren't in like we went through 2 states just around the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam's
Okay.
2 states. I
Right.
don't remember
right.
what 2 states.
Shoot, I don't either. I think Nevada's one
But
of
we
them.
drove, but I know we drove by Vegas because I could see it off in the distance. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Well,
That
Gonzo,
looks tempting.
I think Dylan was thinking with his little head instead of his big head. Over
Well,
that.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the jealousy thing was funny. I thought when they were trying to make it seem like you were jealous of
Anime.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I was laughing
It
so hard.
was.
I'm like,
It
oh man,
was.
that's funny.
But but me and JC we're done. We're done with the drama. We're done with Dylan and his little actions. So
God, look at you trying to get us taken off of YouTube. Put those away.
They're in a shirt.
Here,
I can't help. I'm
Here-
well endowed.
here's
okay?
the
Like,
here's
Fair
the thing. Fence is an attractive female.
I'm just joking.
Thank you, Herm.
I apologize.
appreciate
No, it's
you.
Jake. Fuck Herman. It's Jake
Oh.
Herman. Fence, will you marry me?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
yeah,
divorce
he
my husband
does.
right now.
He even stated that in a messenger message that he wishes nothing but the worst for me and JC. He wished us to die. So
Wow,
Oh my god,
that's something you never want to wish on
that's
anybody.
not very nice.
What the hell?
yeah, and I told him, I said, you're gonna talk like that to 2 people that had been with you this whole time, that backed you up, tried to protect you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and when we needed to step back and take a breath and clear our heads, you're gonna wish that upon us. Okay. I said, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. And to whoever is watching that had a issue with Dylan, me and JC both deeply apologize for getting involved into that. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have got involved in it because I had no dog in that fight.
Woof.
And so I am I told Jacob earlier that and I told Herman that I wasn't going to do panels for a little bit, but everybody kept telling me I needed to come up and explain and everything. So
Oh yeah, the biggest thing I was worried about was that you were going to just try to start putting out new content with
no,
not
no,
without clearing the air. You know what I mean? And you kind of had to
Right.
do that.
right.
And don't get me wrong, I don't think it'll be over today. I think there's certain people that are
No,
probably
it's
going to want
not.
to
And
address you, but
to whoever hears this that was having an issue with Dylan, me and JC did not mean to get involved into that. We shouldn't have got involved in that. And to that, we are both truly sorry. Like I said, me and JC have become very, very good friends. But I am now officially doing some other stuff at the moment with my town mayor. I am creating a website, like a visitor's guide to tourism for our little town.
I love that.
That's awesome.
But I am also planning a future hiking trip, hopefully this summer or way before winter. I'm gonna take a trip to see some family in Kentucky. So it's about 140 hours, which is 483 miles
Okay.
from where I am to my family's in Kentucky. I'm gonna spend some time with my family there. I'm gonna go see my godson. I'm gonna go see JC. I'm also gonna go to our family.
when are you gonna be in Kentucky? You want me to go down and see you? What part of Kentucky are you gonna be in?
Louisville.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna go and spend some time at our family cemetery plots.
Yeah, make Chris
Yeah.
Schmidt make you some meat. You guys smoke you some meat or something
Yeah.
over at the restaurant.
Jacob, I have a question for GP. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask it though.
No, you're fucking not.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I thought so. Well, I'm going to mention someone's name, and I don't know if I'm allowed to mention people's names when I ask questions.
Who?
But let me just. So, okay. Should I message you the question first before I ask it, or should I just ask it?
No, you can just ask the
it.
question. Yeah.
All right.
just ask the
So
question.
GP, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
And what you're saying is very valid. And you're a big person for admitting that you shouldn't have gotten involved. So that's really big of you. I just want to say I'm proud of you for that. But do you think you owe little me an apology as well for getting involved? Do you feel like you do? Okay, I'm just wondering.
But after a while of asking and asking and asking to stop being tagged in things that I had no business being tagged into,
Right.
kind of pissed me off and pushed me over the edge.
I understand.
So I cannot deal with that. I cannot stand being tagged constantly, even though I have repeatedly asked nicely on several occasions to stop tagging me
Right.
because I did not want nothing to
off,
do with
so
it.
nothing beeps. I hate hearing beep noises.
GP. They tag me in everything. They tag me in everything. You've seen how many
I know
times
they
they tag me.
They tag
Yeah,
you.
but see,
They tag.
but I've got all
But you know how many
notifications.
No, I get
They tag me,
tagged.
and I just get to go and look at the notifications when I want. It doesn't beep at me all day.
Yeah, no, I just don't have any of my
Started tagging
notifications.
me as well now.
None of my notifications
shit.
are on my phone. It's just when I go back on YouTube, yeah, I have like 30 notifications from people tagging me and all kinds of random shit. I
Right.
get it constantly.
Yeah,
But
but
I don't
yes,
want to turn it
like-
off. I don't want to turn it off because it actually is a good thing to have. That's why I don't turn it off.
Right.
See, I have notifications on, but I have the noise off, so it just.
Oh, yeah.
shows up.
Yeah, no, that would
'Cause I
drive
don't
me
want to
nuts.
hear dings all night. Same with
Yeah.
like my whole Telegram channel. That gets like 100 messages a day plus.
Oh my god, I know.
If I had that
Telegram is
on
the
going
worst.
ding, ding, ding all day, I'd be going, and that's just my channel, let alone
Yeah.
every other channel I'm on.
I have Facebook and YouTube notifications.
Yeah,
are
no,
always shut off.
nothing's allowed to ding. The only time stuff dings at me is if someone actually ats me or does the at everyone thing. Those are the
Yeah.
only 2 times anything.
Those drive me
dings.
nuts. Those drive me nuts too. I hate when people
Oh
do
no,
that,
no,
especially
when someone's
I'm
doing
in like
that,
community
it's-
groups. Oh no, I'm in like community groups on Facebook, and it's just like somebody in my town will do it, and it's just like everybody in our town gets a notification. I'm like, dude, that's so stupid. Shouldn't be allowed to do
Yeah,
that.
no, see, it's gonna be worthwhile. Yeah. If someone's gonna be an idiot, it's gonna be annoying.
I would ban somebody from my group for that. That's the kind of mod I am.
I think people know better around me. Most people don't be dickheads.
Duly noted, she says.
Indeed. Taking notes.
Oh no, I definitely come with a reputation. Let's just say that much. I've
I
been
have a
nice here.
reputation too,
I
it's
come
okay.
with a reputation. Why do you think Giggle tried to get me involved? She knows what I can be like. I just wanted to find out what I was walking into first.
That's what you're walking into.
That's real.
Walking into a world of hurt. Oh, wouldn't be the first time.
You,
David
got-
says GP showed
GP.
her face finally. Well, an
I was
AI
gonna ask.
version.
I was gonna answer David. I was gonna say GP had her camera on a second ago.
Yeah.
there she is.
Hi,
She's a real
David.
person. Now, by the way, I
Look,
just want
a
to warn
real
people.
person.
I want to warn people that you need to know what you're getting into when you're friends with GP.
Hey, David.
You know, love you, GP. I'm just being weird today.
I know you're still
What
an
do you-
asshole, but I
Me
still
I
and
am an
love you.
asshole. Thank you.
Now,
Love
don't,
you.
don't take this the wrong way, but me and her hadn't actually talked for ages. Ran into each other on a completely random channel's chat, and then started talking on Discord. And he's like, "Hey, come along and give me a hand." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Come give me a hand." And I got thrown back. I
What kind of
basically got
hand?
thrown straight on Fowler's panel.
Well,
I was like, "Oh,
he actually
okay."
came up on mine, so
What was
I'm not
that?
letting
Who's
you correct
master?
it. Master,
David says
master
it's
for president,
HTA.
2028. Master. You could vote for your new master in
Master
2028.
of Puppets is pulling the strings.
But so I've decided that to take care of my mental and my physical health, I am going to step back, take a breath, clear my head, deal with my medical issues, deal with my mental health issues, and do this with my mayor.
What are
And
you gonna do with him? I'm just kidding.
like I said, I'm building that
you were telling
website
me-
with pictures and stuff of
No,
our
I know.
town.
It's a she, by
told
the
me.
way. It's a she, by the
No,
way.
you-
In May, we're having
told
our
me-
first flea
You
market.
told me about it a little bit. It sounds actually like a lot
Yeah.
of
I love
fun.
flea markets.
It's the one in May is our biggest one of the year, and then we have one in September.
Let me just say something real quick to David right here. By the way, David, there will be no more services rendered if you don't watch your ass. I gotta say, David.
Curse
Herman says.
said Dave's not here.
Is that someone on Kick?
Sir Rep
Because I
says,
haven't
hold on a
raised their
second.
Kick
Sir Rep
phone.
says, free GP. GP is innocent. Hashtag Macintosh 2028. Hashtag Real Dre 2028.
Oh my god.
The Macintosh one's a patient number.
The Macintosh one
um,
is the patient number.
Patent.
A patent.
Yep.
But
Patent. Okay.
Never mind.
Patent. Patent. Yep.
I think
Hey,
that's what he meant.
JC.
I don't know.
hi,
Look,
sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they start with SH most of the time. Yeah, the
What are you
patents.
doing me? Are you turning me into the Traders Network? What are you doing over here, GP?
I
I'm just joking.
mean,
I'm just kidding. Anybody's
know.
allowed to be in here. I'm just messing with you guys.
But like I said, me and JC,
really.
we have officially stepped away from Dylan. And we're gonna step back and do what we gotta do.
Slow me.
Little me, since you're here, I am sorry for getting involved in between you and Dylan. Me and JC both are very, very sorry. We should not have been involved into that.
Wait, is Dylan Rocco?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have so many opinions.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Let this air out. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is important.
But
Timelines need to be set
we
straight.
are stepping away from Dylan, aka Rocco, whatever you want to call him. We are officially done with him. We are apologizing to anyone and everyone that hears this that had issues with Dylan. But we are going
Okay,
and
it's-
apologizing, but
hold on
we
one
are
second.
stepping away.
It is an
So
open
we
panel,
can
by the way.
breathe, clear our heads, and move forward from this.